Broadcasting from Manhattan Beach and the World Wide Web, you're listening to CHSR, HealthyLife.net.
As a service to our listeners, this program is for general information and entertainment purposes only. CHSR HealthyLife.net does not recommend, endorse, or object to the views, products, or topics expressed or discussed by show hosts or their guests. We suggest you always consult with your own personal, medical, financial, or legal advisor.
We think pretty is pretty important in all things in beauty. Welcome to RadioAMB, designed for those who want to live a long and vibrant life. I'm Patty Schmucker, a licensed cosmetologist who's been in the business for over 40 years. RadioAMB stands for American Made Beauty, and it's where we tell the secrets behind the making of health and beauty products. Our segment sponsor today is Alex and Tay, the first customized nail care line. Available now on AmericanMadeBeauty.com, where we have verified American brands. You know, one of the things I love most about the work that I do is that I have the opportunity to be involved in meeting entrepreneurs, people who have a vision, and people who tap all their various different life experiences in order to be able to come to market with things that really make a difference. The cool thing about the beauty industry is that oftentimes the people that we are in contact with are technicians. They're people who are close to the ground. They see a real problem, and they look for real solutions to real human problems. And I'm excited to have two guests today that really embody that spirit. Our first guest that you're going to meet today is a woman who has founded a makeup line. And it's a makeup line based on the idea that we need to be able to give back and specifically pay down the national debt. Randa Fahmy, the founder of Makeup America, was born in New York and raised in a wonderful small town in Pennsylvania. As a daughter of an immigrant, she had a heightened sense of appreciation of all things American. Her favorite holiday was 4th of July, where we honors the bicentennial. She rode her bike in 1976 with red, white, and blue Sears bike through the streets of her neighborhood with red lipstick on, yelling "Happy 200th birthday." She moved to Washington and she pursued a career in law. And throughout her career, she was disheartened that no politicians were focused on reducing our national debt. After we all are taught to really take care of our personal debt, but no one was really looking out for the American debt. And so she was driven by that entrepreneurial spirit and the desire to unite and empower women. And so she decided to combine her passions for fashion and an admiration for America to create Makeup America. I'm delighted to have you with us, Randa. Thanks for taking some time to be with us.
Oh, thank you, Patty. It's great to be with you and all your listeners today.
Well, so tell us a little bit, take us into a little bit of a deeper dive in terms of how do you go from law to cosmetics?
Thanks for asking that question, Patty, because I know a lot of your listeners are probably wondering that. That's the one that I get the most. It really was one of those aha moments that Oprah Winfrey talks about, and I was sitting by myself last year, 2016, in the middle of our very, very turbulent presidential election. I think your listeners will remember that. And I thought to myself, wow, I haven't ever seen anything like this before. It was distressing, frankly, to watch the divisions rather than people uniting. And I love America, you know.
Right.
And I harken back to 1976 when I rode my red, white, and blue bike around the neighborhood. I love America, and I wanted to do something to bring people together, and I wanted to show the good side of America. So for years, of course, I have been looking at the beauty industry. I travel around the world a lot. And I noticed how much women are engaged in the beauty industry, and I started to study it. And then that day, that aha moment happened when I said, wait a minute, I mean, after 30 years of law and politics, why don't you think about doing something that you really love and that have been looking at for a long time, which is the beauty industry?
Mm-hmm.
And the more I researched it, Patty, the more I realized that there really wasn't an American-branded cosmetic company, something that was so bold and brightly red, white, and blue. And so I decided at that time, when politics was very difficult, particularly I'm based here in Washington, D.C., that I was going to pursue a dream that I've had for a long time, which is to found my own cosmetic company. And so that evening in February of 2016, I launched the idea on a piece of paper, and, of course, the first thing I did was came up with a name, something very simple, Make Up America. Mm-hmm. And as a lawyer, I went ahead and filled out the paperwork to trademark the name.
Big advantage.
That's the very important thing, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to get it, but I did. And as they say, away we go. And so, as you can imagine, the idea of a beauty company and the idea of America and a branding of America is limitless.
Right.
So if I were to say to you, you know, what does America mean to you, you may say something different than I may say. But it's not too far of a skip from law and politics into the beauty industry, because I'm able to use a lot of the same skills I gained in the practice of law and in the practice of politics, frankly, to create a beauty company.
Absolutely. And as we've often talked about on the show, one of the most important aspects of building a successful beauty brand is protectable intellectual property. So having that knowledge from the legal side of what to do in protecting your asset really brought you into into this industry with a great set of attributes. So I understand the whole idea of the interest with regards to building something that is American-based and really promoting the values and the things that you hold dear to you as far as American. But how did the national debt get into that whole piece?
Yeah, so it really was at the same aha moment. So as I'm sitting there thinking, wow, this is a really difficult political environment. And, oh, by the way, nobody knows who the nominees are going to be, and this is just crazy. Everybody's fighting. And, you know, I said, wait a minute. They're not talking about issues. Okay, mm-hmm. Whatever issue you care about, energy, foreign policy, domestic issues, taxes, none of the candidates were really addressing any issues.
Right.
That really came up when I thought to myself, wait a minute. Every night when I go to bed, I wake up at 3 a.m. and I hear Susie Orman in my ear saying, Rhonda, don't borrow from your 401k.
Right.
Rhonda, pay down your auto loan. You're denied. And I think, you know, I worry, just like every American does, about my own personal debt, of which I have a lot, okay? But who's looking out for America's debt? And then I started thinking that, hey, I know that if I wanted to as an individual, I could help pay down the debt. Why do I know that? I am political geek. I read a lot of articles and whatnot. I follow the news. And so I decided, what if I made my social purpose something that affects women inordinately, which is the national debt, no matter what generation you are. So I wrote to the Department of Treasury, again, knowing how to do that through my legal and political background, and said, hey, what if I'm a for-profit company and I'd like to contribute $1 of every product sold to pay down the new U.S. national debt? And they said, absolutely. They sent me a letter back, and in fact, I have that very letter posted on my website, makeupamerica.us, because I get a lot of questions about, Rhonda, how are you going to pay the debt now? How are you going to do this?
Right. And so you were able to that they actually have a document that shows that that's something that's feasible.
So at the end of my fiscal year, which is December 31st, I will tally up through my internal bookkeeping measures all of the products I've sold over the past year. I launched in February 2017. I'll tally that all up, and for each product I've sold, I'll write a check from Make Up America for every product, $1, and I'll write it to the U.S. Department of Treasury in the memo line, Bureau of Fiscal Services, to pay down the U.S. national debt, so it can be used for that and nothing else but that. Stick the check in the mail and mail it off to Treasury. Of course, I'll post that on my website, too, for any of our customers and viewers to be able to see as well.
And you mentioned, though, also that this was your choice of social cause because the national debt disproportionately affects women. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh, yeah, Patty. I mean, a lot of people don't know this or understand this. As the national debt rises, and right now when I started my company, we were at $19 trillion. We're now at $20 trillion, I'm sorry to say. and nobody's really paying attention to it.
Or talking about it. Or talking about it, because as you mentioned earlier, there's a lot of topics that are being we're focusing our energy on rather than the real issues.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you look at, as I say, for example, Generation Z or Generation Y, young women who've decided, maybe I'm not going to go to college. Maybe I'm going to start my own tech company. Maybe I'm going to be an entrepreneur. Well, guess what you need? You need a small business loan.
Mm-hmm.
And as our debt rises, interest rates on small business loans go up. So a lot of women are taking out small business loans. The next thing, baby boomers, for instance. Baby boomers are in a period right now where they're either refinancing their homes, looking at their mortgages, looking at their debts perhaps. Again, the debt rises, impacts your mortgage rate. Another one is Veterans Benefits, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. So let's start with Medicare and the greatest generation, our mothers and fathers, or our grandparents, in some cases, that are receiving those benefits. The debt goes up, those benefits are at risk of being cut. Let's talk about Medicaid for single women, women who don't have the resources to get health insurance for their family or their children, okay? Majority of beneficiaries of Medicaid are women. Again, same thing with Social Security, veterans benefits. Why? Because if you have a spouse, generally as a woman, you outlive your spouse, and you are collecting those benefits. And those benefits are at risk if we don't pay our debt down. There's so many others. Again, on my website, I go through generation by generation and what people might care about. Student loans is another one. Interest rate on student loans. I have a daughter in college. We don't pay this debt down. You know, she's going to pay her student loans back for the rest of her life because the interest rates are going to just skyrocket.
Right.
So the impact, once people understand that and are educated about that, I think the women should stand up and say to the men, we're taking back our nation's checkbook. No more politicians in Washington, and granted, you know, some of them are women too, but no more. The women of America are going to take back the nation's checkbook. We're going to do this through a cosmetic company. We're going to donate $1. And frankly, Patty, I'm hoping that others catch on to this idea, you know, that other corporations may think that this is a good idea too, until the politicians pay attention to the debt and start doing something about it and being more fiscally responsible.
It's very exciting to hear you. You really you fire me up because, you know, in the light of and you know, as we're recording the show, we're dealing in a particular time in our history which I believe is a watershed moment with all of these issues that are going on, with the reveal of the sexual harassment that's going on and things like that. You and I are of that age that we remember Anita Hill and Clarence Thomas and the whole thing that occurred at that point, and we lost then. We lost when they decided not to believe Anita Hill. And this time, I think, but it did change. It changed the conversation, and I think that conversation is also being changed at this point. There is more of an ability for women to stand up and to take back. So I think it's so exciting that you're really inspiring women that we can do this. And it may feel like it's, you know, not important because it's cosmetics and it's lipstick and it's nail color, but the reality is that every way that we're passionate has an ability to expand our voice. And so...
And let me tell you something interesting on that, Patty, too. It is about women's empowerment. It's about, you know, when I created this, I wanted to do something to unite and empower women. I wanted a social cause that would do that, and this is something that I feel does. But what's interesting is I'm sure you're familiar with something called the lipstick effect.
Mm-hmm.
So for years, you know, all depending on when the dips and turns were in the economy, women would go out, you know, after 9/11, after the crash in 2009, and go out and buy lipstick. But everybody thought that it was because women wanted to look more attractive so they could garner a male, you know, or another, you know, companion or a spouse or somebody that would take care of them. That was the sort of going rate story.
Right.
The reality was a new study was just done in 2016 in which two professors, one from Notre Dame and one from the University of Bocconi in Italy, actually did a study and said to the women, why are you going out and buying lipstick after these, you know, sort of watershed moments, and some of them that aren't good? You know, why do you buy that? Does it make you feel secure? They said, no, you want to know the reason why we're buying lipstick? Is because we want to look better when we're working. We know that when we look better and more presentable when we're at our place of work, we earn more money. we get more for what? The time that we put in. So there's a part of that, too, the whole cosmetic industry, the beauty industry, the lipstick effect that plays into what we're presenting to the world we have a long way to go here, but in order to get equity and pay equity. So that's all tied into it, too.
Absolutely. And the idea that, when we each feel more confident about ourselves, it's where we're able to show up and give our best game. And the reality is that cosmetics do give us, whether male or female, it improves the appearance. And it doesn't mean that we're defined by that, but it is definitely something that builds that confidence. So let's talk specifically about what is Makeup America. Well, tell me about the line itself.
Sure, that's my favorite part. So I launched the line with very limited products because, frankly, I wanted to test the market. So I launched it with lipstick and nail polish in the vein of red, white, and blue. So I have 10 lipsticks. That includes 2 treatments, which are a lip balm and an amazing sugar lip scrub. I have a red, a gorgeous red that I swear looks great on everybody. It's one of those colors that looks fabulous, and I have it in a matte and a cream. I also have the Gold Standard, which is a gold lipstick, which is a nice shimmery and cream and matte. I also have what's called Dawn's Early Light, which is my nude color with a little bit of pink in matte and cream, and, of course, the famous fast-selling ones, which are my pH color-changing lipstick. There's a blue and white lipstick and a red and white split lipstick. And both of those, Star Spangled and Lady Liberty, change according to your pH. So, Patty, you might put on the blue and white, and it may look a beautiful lavender on you. And I would put on the blue and white, and it might look a cool bluish, red on me. So it really does pick up the pH in your system. It's one of the hottest things going right now. And those are my biggest sellers. People really love them. And as you can tell, we named our products after patriotic themes. So our nail polish, for instance, red, white, and blue, gold, and clear. United we stand, independence red, oh say can you see clear. And the cool thing is about my products is I teamed them up. The lipstick matches the nail polish, so you'll be sure that if you buy one, it matches the other. And I called them sister sets.
Oh, cool.
So like sisters have a bond of a lifetime, these colors have a bond of a lifetime. And I also created something that I'm very proud of called the American manicure rather than the French manicure.
Okay.
And it's our red, white, and blue set with our clear. Priced at $44.44, and women can do whatever they want with it. So I do a red, white, and blue. Some people do red and white with the blue flag. They decorate it. And I really was inspired to create the American manicure after watching the Olympics in 2016, where I saw all our fabulous female athletes in the pool and in gymnastics and in all sports, frankly, wearing red, white, and blue on their nails and on their, in their makeup. And so in honor of our Olympian athletes who are fabulous, I named it the American manicure.
That's great.
I'm so excited that Simone Biles on Instagram liked it when I launched it. So I thought that was really great.
Absolutely. And it's got to be fun coming up with this. Is it just you? Are you the mad scientist coming up with the names and figuring out all of that kind of stuff, or is there a team that you bounce it off?
What they call the sole female founder here. So I do play off a lot against myself. I look at myself in the mirror a lot, and I say to myself, what are you going to name the next product line? But I tell you, Patty, I'm so excited for Phase 2. I have Phase 2 coming up in 2018, which will be everything from foundation to blush to concealer to eyeliner. And, having your own beauty brand and cosmetic company is kind of like having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Once your friends and family find out about it, they want to weigh in on the name.
Uh-huh.
So you can imagine I've had people tell me, you should name your concealer Richard Nixon. I've had all sorts of advice, but America is limitless.
Mm-hmm.
Ideas are limitless. The brand is limitless. And so I'm excited about coming up with more names and more products, and certainly with my company that manufactures all of my products in America and right outside of Dallas, Texas.
That's great.
Are ready to go when we're ready to launch phase 2.
That's fabulous. Now I know we're coming to the end of this first segment, and so as we wrap up, what has been the funnest part of putting this brand together?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't lie to you and tell you the absolute thrilling, most fun part is when I see my product in Allure magazine, when my product appears like this month in Cosmopolitan, or when a friend rings me at 8:30 at night and said, Rhonda, turn on Dancing with the Stars. Your Independence Red lipstick is on Dancing with the Stars with Nikki Bella. And I'll tell you, it never gets old.
Yeah.
It never gets old.
How exciting.
So exciting.
All right, well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the manufacturing of Randa's brand right here in the United States. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Shh. Over here. Here's a secret for a virus-free computer. ESET. They've been a pioneer in the antivirus industry for over 25 years. 25 years of innovative, top-rated antivirus protection. ESET's award-winning security solutions provide a safe online experience for over 100 million home and business computer owners. They are so affordable, fast, and simple to use. So be gone, you blue screen of death. ESET's on my computer. If it's not on yours, visit HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click on ESET now.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
Where positive people and radio unite. HealthyLife.net.
Hey, welcome back. This is Patty Schmucker, and you're listening to RadioAMB on HealthyLife.net. I have the distinct pleasure of having Randa Fahmy of Makeup America with us today. And, of course, as American Made Beauty, I can't tell you how proud I am to see actually a brand that is all about America. And one of the hardest things about cosmetics in particular, this is such a huge accomplishment that Randa has done, because there aren't a lot of cosmetics that are being made in America. The cost structure and a lot of factors, there's really a limited number of companies that are still making their products here in America. So, Randa, tell us a little bit about that journey to find the manufacturer and to be able to bring to market something that was cost effective that was made here in the U.S.
Right. So as you can imagine, when I first started this out, I had to do a lot of research. To be very honest, I don't come from the beauty industry, as we talked about. So I feel like I'm getting my MBA as I go along, my practical MBA. And so I decided that I definitely wanted it made in America. But I had no idea, Patty, what you just mentioned, that a lot of brands don't make their product in America. But it was important to me on twofold. One, because I wanted to create jobs. I felt very strongly that it was part of the brand. I wanted to be an all-American brand and true to its nature, true to its core. But there's also something about transparency, accountability, regulations. I want to know what I'm putting on my lips. I want to make sure it's not tested on animals. I want to make sure it's non-GMO and fragrance-free and paraben-free. And all of that is what you can get in an American brand. So I sought to find a company that would manufacture all of its products here in America I also wanted a company that would do lipstick and nail polish. And let me tell you, that was quite a challenge as well. A lot of companies that would do the lipstick, not a lot that would do the nail polish. I finally found one, and I will tell you, it probably took me 2 to 3 months to actually find a company. There was a lot of queries, a lot of telephone calls not returned. But I finally found my fabulous manufacturer who I've been down there several times, the lab, the formulations, everything, down to the boxes and my logo. And it's like an in-house shop. And it's a family-owned business, which is really important to me as well. So I found them, and everything made in America. And I'm telling you, I'm not just saying this because it's my company. Boy, the quality is fabulous. And really great quality, in light of my price point.
Right.
Particularly the nail polish. People are raving over the nail polish. Lipstick, too, but the nail polish is just such great quality.
And for a lot of people that don't understand the industry, part of the reason why a lot of this manufacturing, particularly for cosmetics, has gone offshore is because there's just a very small amount of companies that are manufacturing componentry here in the U.S. And the componentry, the packaging itself, the compact, if you will, for a blush or the tube for a lipstick, much of that packaging is done outside of the United States. So the cost factor in terms of if you're going to be buying the components outside of the United States to bring it into the United States and manufacture it, little by little, all of what we call the compound and fill, the goop that goes in the jar, has little by little followed the componentry outside of the United States. So when we do find those manufacturers that are doing it here, they're doing it with such pride that it's reflected in the finished good. And when I saw your product, we had a chance to meet at the Indie Beauty Show earlier this year in New York, and I saw your product. You could see the love that goes into every piece of that product line.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's a family-owned business that manufactures this. They are so excited when I brought them the idea and the concept and, and whatnot. And, yeah, for us it was just really, really important to stay true to that. And, again, when you start to fill things overseas, you don't know what you're getting.
Right.
You may be buying it on the counter thinking it's X brand, but you really don't know what you're getting.
Right.
And why would you want to put that on your lips? Why would you want to put that on your face? Especially in light of we're so health conscious these days. And, we've had such a spike in breast cancer, for instance, on another women's issue that, lots of chemicals in our environment are causing this. Some of it's hereditary, but we don't want to put any more chemicals in our body than we have to. And it's important to me that all of our ingredients appear on our website, on all of our packaging, so that people can read it. If they're allergic to it, don't use it. But if they're not, feel comfortable that it's going to be okay, that there's, good ingredients in this product.
Right. So I want to turn a little bit to how important has social media been in helping you to get your word out?
Oh, definitely important. I'm a big believer in social media. I really do think it's the new game changer. And, first thing I did when we, bought the website makeupamerica.us, not .com, because U.S., of course, is part of our branding, is we grabbed the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. It's been critical to our success. And we try to post frequently. So when we launched, of course, we did it on all of our social media channels. I would say a majority of and by the way, our handle is @MakeupAmericaUS. A majority of my sales thus far have been through my website. I've got 2 really healthy wholesale accounts as well, one in Michigan and one right outside of Washington, D.C. here. But really, a majority of the sales have been to my website. And frankly, I've looked at the analytics, and they're driven to my website by my social media posts, And I see the trend. I am a big believer in the trend. And, in fact, I'm launching my first round of friends and family investing very shortly. And the first thing I'm going to do with the money that I raise is really get a very robust social media program going, because it is so very important.
And for a young company, though, are you finding that you're able to truly organically attract a social following?
Yes. It is interesting. So, of course, as you can imagine, a lot of my first followers and purchasers, frankly, were friends and family. They were my high school friends where I grew up in that small, lovely town of Dallas, Pennsylvania. Shout out to my friends and family there. But then, as it grew and people started to see it and picked up the hashtags and saw it on Dancing with the Stars, saw it on Allure, see it in Cosmopolitan magazine, they go to my website. Social media, you really need to work on it in order to get the recognition.
Right.
Any advertising, they need to see it 5, 6, 7 times repetitively before they actually go to your website. Once they go to your website, you have to do something to make them purchase it.
Right.
I think the challenge is, Patty, as you know, because you're the expert, the challenges with cosmetics is people are really taking a gamble buying something online, having not tried it out. Could be the wrong color, could be the wrong texture for them. And, sometimes people don't want to purchase things they haven't touched and felt. So my goal is to get into retail. So I would love to have both a healthy retail stream and, of course, an online stream as well.
Great. Well, thank you. Thanks for taking the time to tell us your story, and thanks for the amazing work to empower and inspire. I know I'm inspired. Thanks for being with us today.
Oh, thank you, Patty. Thanks to all your listeners, too.
All right. We'll look forward to talking with you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Stay with us. We're going to be right back with another guest.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com.
For all your live or pre-recorded webcasting needs, come to earthchannel.com. Get your web-based message out to a select group or the whole world. It's easy. A pioneer in webcasting, earthchannel.com provides the best products and services to big corporations and government users. And now this same technology is available to you. They have the best Earthcast encoders, servers, and products to meet your technical needs. But wait, don't want to mess with technical stress? No problem. They'll do it for you. EarthChannel.com is your answer. You can use webcasting for lots of things like advertising, marketing, customer support, training, and don't forget web radio and TV. In fact, you're listening to a live Earthcast right now. So come to EarthChannel.com. Actualize your audio or video webcasting needs today. You can't beat the friendly service or the price. Call EarthChannel.com at 1-800-849-8978. That's 1-800-849-8978.
We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
When you're looking for bedding, department store prices can shock you. Well, be shocked no more. Sell steak cheap, not cheap steak. That's the motto of Anna's Linens. Although they don't sell steak, they do sell the best bedding, bath, and home decor items. They strive to provide their merchandise at extreme value to their customers, and they do it. Great everyday prices on everything and military discounts. Plus, if you visit them online, they have clearance items and internet specials. Visit them online now at HealthyLife.net's advertiser page.
Radio your way. HealthyLife.net.
Hey, thanks for staying with us. This is Patty Schmucker. You're listening to RadioAMB on HealthyLife.net. I'm delighted to continue our show today. We're talking about entrepreneurs who are really making a difference with bringing innovative brands to market. And our second guest today is Andreana Garcia, who has been in the skincare and education industry for over 10 years. Her education career started with educating corporate managers and industry leaders on effective leadership and professional development. She entered the cosmetic industry and combined her love of knowledge and skin with her passion for education. She's worked as an independent consultant, educating with some of the top companies in the industry, like Dermalogica, just to name one. She presently is involved with as Director of Education and Business Development for T-Spa, and still to this day runs a private skin studio of her own in Los Angeles. Welcome, Andreana. I'm glad to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Patty.
So let's talk a little bit about yourself. What's exciting about being involved with a skincare brand?
Oh, what's exciting? Everything about it, really. Being on the front end, being involved in the research and development, and then being involved in whether it's technology or ingredients and products and putting them together as a whole with either a separate product or our tools and then using them together. So being able to have my hands in on all aspects of our industry, or the skincare industry, to be more specific, is just truly enlightening and been a lot of fun and inspiring.
That's wonderful. So tell our audience a little bit about T-Spa brand.
It's T-Spa, T-E-I, Spa Beauty, and the company's been around for a little over 10 years, 10-plus years now. I am currently the Director of Education. The owner of the company, her name is Patty Schmucker, and she is just an innovative, creative person who started the company with the aesthetic or professional estheticians in mind. As our industry grows, the technology changes pretty much yearly, if not monthly. There's always something new on the forefront, and Pay has had her hands in that part of the industry for quite some time. So what she does is she works directly with manufacturers and factories. She comes up with great ideas for tools and devices that can be used either in a professional environment, as far as like in a treatment room, or those tools can also be retailed for home users as well. So what we've done is we've taken, the newest technology, and with Pay's creative mind, we downsize the technology as much as we can, because, in our industry we all know when it comes to technology, sometimes the machines or the devices can be quite large and take up a lot of space in our treatment rooms, and they're quite difficult to use, and they require a lot of training. So what we've done is try to simplify the technology as much as we can, make it as handheld and portable and easy to use as we can. That way, at the end of the day, everyone is getting this professional technology.
And it's really exciting that part of, I love Pay has always been an innovative person and worked at being able to bring these various different tools. The tools are made outside of the United States, but you've now done some things as far as combining and making liquid products that actually are made here in the United States. Tell us how those two marry up with one another.
Yes, that's correct. What we decided to do was we wanted to have a little bit more control over the products. And because a lot of our devices require products to use in conjunction with them to, increase the effectiveness of not only the tool, but the ingredients of your products as well. So we decided, why not? We should have our hands in the product industry as well, because we can have control over what's being used with our devices.
Right.
And that in turn creates, this maximum effectiveness when it comes to the devices working with the ingredients.
And why do you think that devices have become such an important role in beauty these days?
Well, we know, and I know because I am a product junkie, I spend a lot of money on products. And the problem with that is that, you can spend $100 on an eye serum. When you're placing it on the skin or, applying the product to your skin topically, it's really not penetrating. So you're not really getting the maximum benefits of that product.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're using a tool such as, our tools, we have one in particular that I'm thinking of, which is our OHO Renew, which is a microcurrent eye device, which helps with penetrating product. So in the end, what we're trying to do is we're trying to save the consumer money because they're not wasting product by it just sitting on the surface of the skin. We're actually helping them use a product. They're using less of the product, but they're actually getting maximum results because the actual ingredients that they're paying for are penetrating. They're penetrating the skin and getting down in the lower layers, which creates change.
Right. And there's been quite a bit of more research. I know that if you go onto your website and look at the various different types of appliances and things, you guys really provide a lot of education about how these various different appliances work.
Absolutely. We can only do so much with, brochures or, providing things in writing. I find that with today's day and age that visual learning is so important, and that's why we're trying to cover all the bases when it comes to our education, where we have, videos, tutorials, we're in the works to creating classes, live classes online, and even in person in our at our headquarters in Las Vegas.
And when, as far as the various different tools that you have, what are some of your favorites?
Oh, gosh, I have to pick. I would say my top two, well, let's say at-home use, because we have a professional tool that's for our professional estheticians, which is probably my number one, because it's a thermal energy tool, and it works with tightening and lifting and production of collagen and elastin. And then my number one consumer tool that everyone can use would be probably the Oxyderm, which is a in the aesthetic world or skincare world, it's the same technology that's similar to high frequency, which in turn what it does, it actually sterilizes the skin, it reduces redness and inflammation, and it's great for cell turnover. So that mature skin or that skin that is you want to prepare for a mask or a serum, that'll help really soak up those ingredients.
And it really is very exciting to be able to see how much more we can do with the skin than ever before. And appliances are really playing an important role in that.
Yeah, I think, my philosophy as a skin therapist is, to try to help my clients achieve their best skin. And I like to do that more in a natural approach. Now, don't get me wrong, I love science. And I will, and I think that's the beauty about Taste Spa Beauty products is that we combine a lot of natural ingredients with science or chemically derived ingredients that, together can really create change and results on the skin.
Great. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the liquids and how important a role they play with the appliance and also making those products here in the U.S. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com.
When you're looking for bedding, department store prices can shock you. Well, be shocked no more. Sell steak cheap, not cheap steak. That's the motto of Anna's Linens. Although they don't sell steak, they do sell the best bedding, bath, and home decor items. They strive to provide their merchandise at extreme value to their customers, and they do it. Great everyday prices on everything and military discounts. Plus, if you visit them online, they have clearance items and internet specials. Visit them online now at HealthyLife.net's advertiser page.
We're looking for a few good American beauty manufacturers who want to increase their brand in an exclusive credentialed bottled category. If you're an American company who has conceived, designed, and bottled brands that are all about pretty, then we're pretty sure we're talking about you. And we're pretty sure you should be on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. This beauty website focuses on entrepreneurs and beauty startups as well as established brands. If it's pretty, we want to see it, and we want to sell it on AmericanMadeBeauty.com. To learn how you can be part of AmericanMadeBeauty.com, visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com now.
Oh, man, it never fails. My suitcase just got ripped apart.
Life is a journey. Make it a pleasant one. Use Samsonite. You know the name. For almost a century, Samsonite luggage has proved itself to be the worldwide leader in innovative travel solutions. Let it be yours. Visit HealthyLife.net's affiliate Samsonite on our homepage and click to look at the fine luggage from suitcases to golf travel bags. And don't forget, take a look at their travel accessories. Make life a journey, a pleasant one, with Samsonite.
HealthyLife.net, where positive overcomes negative.
Welcome back. This is Patty Schmucker, and you're listening to RadioAMB on HealthyLife.net. I'm here with Andreana Garcia of T-Spa, and we are talking about their brand of products that is made of appliances that are sourced from outside the United States, but in the last couple of years they have actually combined it with liquid product that's made here in the United States. And Andreana, you are an actual esthetician still working every day in a studio. Tell us a little bit about what's special about the liquid product that you like so much to get involved as a leader in the education world.
Well, our T-Spa beauty products, our ingredients are sourced, we use a combination of natural ingredients and then chemically lab-derived ingredients. So we get a little bit of both worlds. We have some organic ingredients. We have phyto ingredients, which is really big right now, which is all plant-derived, botanicals, and also some natural occurring chemicals that are in our own body that seem to diminish over time. We also use those ingredients in our products as well.
And any one in particular or any combination that really stand out to you, and what do they do?
Well, my favorite is the 24 karat gold firming serum that we have. The combination of the hyaluronic acid, there is also soy peptides and copper peptides, and in our world, peptides are amino acids, which are strong proteins that help bind water together and strengthen elastin fibers. And this particular product is for use around the eyes. Now, I've been known to use it all over my face when needed, but specifically around the eye area because we tend to get very dehydrated around the eyes, and that's one of the areas that we start to notice fine lines and wrinkles first. And so what this product with the ingredients, what it's doing is it's hydrating the skin, but it's also soothing the skin. What I've been known to do as well is I will take my 24 karat gold forming serum. It is a gel base, so you can stick it in the refrigerator or in the freezer after a long day, and using that on your eyes after a long day, it just calms and soothes. It's quite wonderful. But that would have to be my favorite. And along with the 24 karat gold, and a lot of people think that gold is a gimmick. And I will say that there are some brands out there that you don't really know what you're getting as far as the gold. But if you look at the bottle of our firming serum, or 24 karat gold firming serum, you will see, and they actually come out of the product, thin flakes of 24 karat gold. And what that gold has been used for thousands and thousands of years in the beauty world, and even Cleopatra has been known to use it. It's anti-inflammatory, very soothing. It helps reduce inflammation as well. So we have such great quality ingredients in that 24 karat gold serum. It's truly our star product.
And that's the important thing is that inflammation is the key thing that we want to eliminate with your skin, with your body overall for health. We want to calm and soothe the surface of the skin and our internal organs as much as possible. So that's a very exciting exciting. As you look at your overall career and the work that you're doing with T-Spa beauty products, can you give us some tips? If you were at a cocktail party and somebody said, give me the 3 things that are the most important thing I should be doing for my skin, what would they be?
Okay, so I get asked this a lot, and my number one thing is obviously cleanse your skin twice a day. Cleansing your skin at night and then cleansing again in the morning. Very important. At night especially. You don't want to go to sleep with your sunscreen, makeup, or anything like that, because that is just sucking the life out of your skin. The second thing is hydrate. Hydrate externally with your products on your skin as well as internally. I will tell you, I can have someone come into my treatment room and I can just see it in their skin. All it really takes for me to show them some change is to put on a nice hydrating mask at the end of their treatment, and their skin immediately changes, because hydration will be the first thing that can help you with reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
Right.
That's number 2. The third thing is exfoliation. That you should be exfoliating gently, either if your skin can tolerate it every day, every other day, or a couple of times a week, depending on what you're using. There's great products out there that you can use on the daily, Rice Bran Protein granules, which are great for gentle exfoliation, or even just a washcloth with warm water. And what that's doing is helping speed up that cell turnover. When you speed up the cell turnover and your skin naturally sloughs off those dead skin cells, you reveal new, juicy, hydrated skin. And that's what we need is, we need to reveal the skin that's underneath the surface that's being covered with those dead skin cells. So those are the 3 things I absolutely recommend to everyone.
And so and those are excellent. One of the questions that everyone asks when you talk about this is, well, why do I need to clean my skin twice a day? If I clean it at night, I get that one. I've got dirt all over my face, but I've been sleeping all night long. Why do I have to clean it in the morning?
Well, actually, your skin and your body naturally detoxify at night while you're resting. Your body is healing itself as well. This is the best time for you to take advantage of being in an environment where there's nothing out there that is actually causing harm to your skin, such as UV rays, free radicals, environmental pollutants. You're in your house, you're in your bed where it's clean air, and your skin and your body heals itself at night while you're sleeping. So why not give your skin a clean palette, and when you wake up, you have to cleanse it again, because everything that you've been detoxifying overnight has come out to the surface of the skin, and in order, you need to cleanse in order to remove all that dirt, oil, and debris.
And I think that's one of the things that a lot of people don't really understand is that your body, your skin's the largest organ of your body. It's the last organ of your body to be fed. So at night, when the rest of your organs have slowed down and are sleeping, that's when it goes into major process. And that excretion or that detoxification is one of its major functions. I like what you said also about the exfoliation, because a lot of people don't understand that fine lines and wrinkles is really dead skin cells that have built up. You mentioned rice bran. Are there any other sort of exfoliating ingredients that you often recommend?
Nothing wrong with a little bit of lactic acid. I'm not a big user, supporter of glycolic. In my personal opinion, glycolic just reaches lower in the surface and causes a little bit more damage to the skin. Lactic, you'll still get results, but the good thing about lactic is that it's hydrating. It's not only hydrating, but it's also lightening and brightening. And it's a great way to gently exfoliate your skin. I'd have to look up a few product recommendations. I know there's plenty out there, but when you're looking at your ingredients, which we should all be doing when we're purchasing products, look for something like lactic acid and even sometimes salicylic. And I know, a lot of times we think we can, relate salicylic to acne and breakouts, but truly salicylic is another way to gently exfoliate the skin. Speed up.
Right. All right. Well, it's just a pleasure to meet you and to learn more about the skin and to hear someone who really is leading the world of skincare and education. Tell us, our audience, before you leave us, what's the best way if somebody wanted to learn more about the company and get involved with some of your education? Give us the website again.
We are at taispa.com. That's TEISPA.com. We're also on Instagram at Taispa Beauty. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. You can find all of our links on our website. And I also do a weekly blog and newsletter. You can sign up for our newsletter online as well.
Great. Thank you so much for being with us today.
For having me.
My pleasure. Well, that's going to take care of us for today. Make sure that you join us again next week when we have an amazing man who has just been an icon in our industry. Sam Villa will be with us, and you won't want to miss how he is, the career he's had, but more importantly, some of the most exciting things that he's doing with a new beauty reality show. So join us again next week. I'm Patty Schmucker. Thanks for listening to RadioAMB, where we think pretty is pretty important in all things in beauty.
For all your live or pre-recorded webcasting needs, come to earthchannel.com. Get your web-based message out to a select group or the whole world. It's easy. A pioneer in webcasting, earthchannel.com provides the best products and services to big corporations and government users. And now this same technology is available to you. They have the best Earthcast encoders, servers, and products to meet your technical needs. But wait, don't want to mess with technical stress? No problem. They'll do it for you. EarthChannel.com is your answer. You can use webcasting for lots of things like advertising, marketing, customer support, training, and don't forget web radio and TV. In fact, you're listening to a live Earthcast right now. So come to EarthChannel.com. Actualize your audio or video webcasting needs today. You can't beat the friendly service or the price. Call earthchannel.com at 1-800-849-8978. That's 1-800-849-8978.
Here's the thing about beauty. It's pretty. At AmericanMadeBeauty.com, we're all about the pretty, making it easy for you to find what makes your beauty shine. We have essentially everything you need, and AmericanMadeBeauty.com celebrates brands that were created right here in the U.S. of A. Imagine everything you need from the best hair, skin, and nail products to makeup and even the tools, because it's all about pretty at AmericanMadeBeauty.com. We also think you're pretty important, so visit AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Browse, buy, learn. AmericanMadeBeauty.com. Obstacle racing. You know you want to try it. Well, try Reebok's Spartan Race, the global leader in obstacle racing. With 4 different race levels, their goal is to get you up off the couch and throw you into the mud and on the trails to give you the adrenaline rush of your life. Obstacle courses are designed to test your resilience, strength, stamina, quick decision-making skills, and give you the ability to laugh in the face of adversity. Visit HealthyLife.net advertiser page and click on Spartan Race.
HealthyLife.net, the positive radio network.